What's up, guys? This is Logic Board Depot. So I've got in a MacBook Pro that's currently not booting up. So I'm gonna go look at the unit of this, and I found out the computer wasn't turning on at all. He turned it off the night before, and he turned it on the next day, and then currently it didn't boot up at all. No charge. So he took this apart and he unplugged the battery back in, and then it still didn't work. Then he ordered a new battery and it still didn't work. So I believe it's the logic board, and I did check the battery and I did put it back in several times. I just figured out that this one just needs to be pretty much a new motherboard in this one. So I'm just.
You don't want his dadgum Sonny, do you?
Yeah, well, I'm just taking out all the screws right now.
Did you knock down that tiki torch back there?
No, fell down.
Where that got knocked down? Or
Cat.
it just fall over?
Just fell over.
Wind blowed it in the soggy ground.
So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and take off the screws that are holding this in. And then we're going to open this up and see what's going on. This one has, I'm sorry for this person, I'm going to go ahead and get him this fixed. These are currently not good anymore, so that's what we're going to figure out today.
Would you watch the Minions movie with Daddy tonight?
No.
Would you watch Shrek?
Let's go ahead and
Would you watch Toy Story?
remove the back.
Would you watch anything with Daddy?
Let's see, we just got 8, but we've not got them all. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and open up the plate.
I know you're working on your computer, but can I ask you a question from the outside for a second? Would you watch anything with your Daddy?
Maybe. We're opening up the case right now.
We can watch your videos.
About computer repair?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and
Hey, with your phone, we can do it like, you can do, I'll show you. When you watch YouTube on your phone, it'll say AirPlay, and you can pick up the Vizio TV in there, and you can play it from your phone right to the TV without ever getting up off the couch or without wires. Yes, sir.
Right now, I do this.
Yeah. I'll show you how. I did it on my phone last night with Mama.
So anyway, what we're doing is I'm going to go ahead and take off the case for logic board repair. There's some background going on, so this is the busy computer depot place. Cause they took it to the logic board place because I don't allow people to usually break into my property. It's usually doing this stuff. So the logic board looks pretty bad. It's a bad one. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take it apart today. First thing I'm going to do is unplug the RAM. That's the very first thing I'm going to do. Unplug the RAM. Next, we're going to unplug the battery by gently prying up on the connector. Next, we're going to unplug the trackpad bay cable. Just pops right up. Next is the hard drive cable. Go ahead and pop it up. Next, remove the this optical drive bay cable. Just lifts up, pop it up. Next, remove the keyboard bay cable. Lift up on the fan. Then peel it off from the optical drive, and then peel off the antenna. There you go, you remove the keyboard. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove the screen cable, the eyesight. Next we're going to unplug this cable right here. There we go.
I can't wait to show you how to do that.
So we've got all the screws took off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove the RAM, just because I want to remove the RAM. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove one. We're going to remove the screws, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove 2. Alright, I've got the screws off. Then we're going to remove 3 screw.
Is that living room TV on?
No, anyway, we're going to go ahead and remove these. If we post this on YouTube, then let's be quiet, I'll do the work.
Well, hurry and just go turn it on real quick.
Alright, once I remove this last screw, I'll be right back, guys. I've got to go do an errand, so it'll only take me a second. Plus, I need to get another tool, looks like, because there's got to be some loosening.
Hey, while you're bring me that Mountain Dew right there on this cabinet. I left it sitting right there. Right here next to the paper towels.
I get back to my repair now.
I know, thank you. So it's on in the living room?
Yeah. I thought it sounded
I'm
big.
getting ready to play something on it from my phone, from sitting right here.
Alright. So what I'm going to do is pop out the RAM. The RAM is going to pop out of the computer. Now keep track of these screws. What I do is I'm going to go ahead and just put them inside the RAM. You see, the camera probably gets it. It'll probably catch me do that. Next, we're going to go ahead and move these 5 screws. You see them 5? They're mainly holding in the logic board. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take them out. Them are 5 screws. We're going to take them out by each. Keep these organized because you don't want to lose them at the end. I'm just a logic board repairman. So I do other stuff to this too. So if you want to walk through, you can. My video. Alright, now these 3 main screws are holding in the logic board, and them 2 are just holding in the corners. And not only that, we're going to go ahead and get into the fan. The fan's over there. So I'm going to move a lot of screws. Then what I'm going to do, make sure I don't damage any of the chips. Alright, so 5 of the logic board screws are put together. Then them hiding under the fan are over there, which means I'm going to remove 1, 2, over there, and then 3 for the fan. And then I've got to remove one more thing, that little antenna card right there. There is tons of little parts that you're going to need to watch for. There's not going to be any kind of thing you're going to need to do. Let's go ahead, that cable's already unplugged, so if you can, just go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and screw, I'm unscrewing it right now. Them 2 cables, 1, and then we're going on to 2. That little white, that screen battery thing. I'll show you what it means once I get it out of the logic board. I think I've got to pull it up like that. Bad boy ain't one to come out. Let's see here. There we go. You may be very gentle with logic boards because they're very tough to remove. There's that little humidifier, as you know. You can lift it up. I'm going to go ahead and pop them 2 screws out. And then keep the humidifier screws right there. Alright. So, then we got to remove something for the fan. Them little things. You should be able to pop out the logic board. Now, here is a tip. You might want to grab it by that and be careful not damaging the cables. Pop it up. There you go, guys. You have a released logic board. Now, how to remove the fan once you get the logic board out? Just carefully pop it out. Here's the antenna for the fan. All you want to do is you're going to go ahead and just lift it up and put the 2 parts together. So here's your logic board. We've already got a logic board out in 8 minutes. So this is the logic board out of my MacBook Pro. And as you know, this is an old screen cable. I don't use that anymore. But that's the logic board. That's the logic board out of a MacBook. Now you will want to take, if you do want to remove this little battery connector, you'll want to move one of them things to remove each cable with. And that's the logic board out of MacBook Pro. That's a logic board right here. I'll show it one time for in the video. There is a logic board. That is a logic board. That's a logic board out of a MacBook. So the repair is pretty much over. You can watch me put that back in. Just wind it in reverse. And watch how I do this. Thank you. That's what it looks like, taking the logic board out. That's what it looks like, nothing in there. Take out all that stuff. There's your logic board. So thank you for watching this video at Logic Board Repairs.